Hi there. You found your way to me. Tell me, are you sure you want to be here? Are you sure you want to do this? Because I'm no ordinary nightmare maker. I am a nightmare cartographer. Not only will I send you the best of the nightmares, but I'll have mapped your mind before I do it. The nightmares will be fantastical, intense, terrifying. But I'm guessing you're here because that is what you'd like to experience, am I right? So lots of questions to ask you, my new friend. Preferences. Answer with what would scare you the most, with what gives you the creeps, with what would make you wake in a cold sweat. The more truthfully you answer, the more terrifying it will be. We'll go through a process, might make some notes, might start to draw what I think that mind of yours looks like. Then all you have to do is leave here the way you came and go to sleep. Let me begin with a little architecture of your mind, of course. I'd like to set the scene for those nightmares. Tell me where you'd prefer the nightmare to be set, indoors or outdoors. You can be as detailed or as vague as you like. The answers all fit together in the end. Does your nightmare become devoid of all people, or is it crowded? Familiar locations, but that feel a little off, or completely unknown, such as where you are now. Does it need to be a little too quiet or a little bit loud? One door which signals your exit, or no doors, no way out. An endless hallway that just goes on and on and on, or a tight, hot crawl space. Harsh fluorescent lighting or candlelight. Candlelight can be more helpful than you know. Cold, unforgiving space, or cold, unforgiving underwater. Walls that are freezing to the touch, or walls that move. Just drawing something that I don't think you'd want to see. Oh well, you might see it anyway. Wonderful. Wood that creaks or metal that echoes. Wood that creaks might be a door. Rain tapping at the windows, or the wind whispering through the cracks. Exciting. Everything decaying, or everything spotless. Frozen in time, or speeding out of control. A single colour, or no colour at all. Unable to get up, or falling. Windows sealed shut, or windows open into complete darkness. My oh my. A ticking clock that you can't find? Or is it a countdown timer? Which is which? Which would you rather is not there? The lights going off when you move, or the lights going off when you stop. Ceiling too low, or floor too soft? Sorry, just drawing again. Marvellous. Finally, for the architecture, no shadows or far too many. We'll continue, but my oh my, could I scare you now? This nightmare is going to be exquisite. So the narrative. Tell me if this is something that would frighten you. You're being watched. Something is looking for you. Someone is looking for you. You're being followed. You can hear a voice whispering, but you have no idea where it's coming from. It moves when you're not looking. You're reliving the same moment. You know, that moment. One second. That's absolutely going in. You try to speak, but no sound comes out. Something is behind you. Someone is behind you. You hear strange sounds from the next room. You run, but you're not going anywhere. You're searching for someone, but you're running out of time. There's someone behind the walls. There's someone under the floor. You hide, but not well enough. Your thoughts are no longer yours. There is something in the water with you. You are trapped in the attic. You are trapped in the basement. I'd like me to pair that with the dark. something is coming and you know when, or you don't know when, but you know how close. It doesn't know you, or it knows your name. Wonderful. Next, the soundscape. A dream is nothing without spooky noises, without wondering, what was that? Where did that come from? Am I safe? What's happening? You know, those kinds of things. Tell me if any of these would unsettle you to hear in your nightmares. Distant footsteps. Heavy breathing. A radio turning itself on. Okay. A song that you just can't place. Now we're getting somewhere. Whispers behind you. Speech that you just can't make out. Static. Ticking of a clock. Scratching of nails. Lullaby with a child humming along. A knock. Knock, 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 knock. Your own heartbeat. Because you can't hear anything else, because you are so scared. The only sound you can hear is voices overlapping, voices repeating, but nothing to help you. A bell tolls for you. Why are the bells ringing? What are they trying to tell you? What does it mean? A laugh that just won't stop when you're trying to run away, to escape, to even maybe wake up. The laugh, it just doesn't stop. Something dragging. something crawling behind you, beside you, on you. Quiet or silence? Almost there. The conclusion, the end. Every nightmare must end. Has a conclusion or lack thereof. How would you like this beautifully landscaped nightmare, personalised to you, to end? Would you like to wake up where you fell asleep or somewhere worse? Is your brain kind enough to let you escape? Or did you just think you did? Would you like to jolt yourself awake or scream yourself awake? Would you like to remember it in great detail? Or forget everything, but just have that feeling there was an essential piece of information that you needed? Someone tells you, shh. It was just a bad dream. But you have no idea who they are. You wake up knowing the truth about something you really shouldn't know. The map is almost drawn. The cartography is in place, but let's ask these last few for fun. How about you wake up and everyone is gone? You wake up and something's missing. You wake up and someone is missing. You're desperate to write it down, and you do, but it instantly disappears. You repeat the nightmare, night after night after night. For I asked these last two. I'll ask you one more time. Is this definitely what you want? Because I'm not unreasonable. You can walk away now and I will dispose of this information. We need never talk again. But I don't think that's who you are. You're my kind of person. The last two options then, for the conclusion of this nightmare. You never wake up. I can ensure that happens. No. Sure. You think to yourself, this can't be real. It's just questions. Can't give me nightmares, right? Once this is over, that's that. I'll just relax and go to sleep. It won't give me the most incredible nightmares I have ever had, because it's fine. She won't just leave me here, alone, in the dark. She wouldn't. She's not evil. She's just a nightmare cartographer. She wouldn't do that to me. She wouldn't abandon me to my nightmares. She wouldn't